أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه إلى يوم الدين فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي لا تؤاخذني مما يقولون واغفر لي ما لا يعلمون واجعلني خيرا مما يظنون أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome once again to the House of Dua, the platform from which you learn a lot about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His creation, His message, and His chosen religion known as Islam. The platform in which you learn how to reach out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for your needs and fears and aspirations. The platform from which you learn how to succeed in the life we live now and how to succeed when you get back to Allah on the day of accountability. This is the platform from which you learn these valuable virtues, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. We have been coming to you with verses and revelations from the Quran, dozens of verses on a daily basis for you to learn how to live a good life in the life we live now and how to return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a better life. We know and we appreciate the fact that many of us indeed are struggling in the world we live. And they are looking for solutions. They are asking questions every day. Where do I go from here? How did I get here? Where is my way out? These are the questions that are bothering a lot of us. And we have submitted to you that largely the answers to these questions is in the Quran. That's why we have taken the pain to bring you these verses, identifying the problems that we face every day and informing you of how you can get out of these problems by following the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as stated in the Quran. Today we are coming to you with another verse that will remind you of the problem that we are going through and how to get out of that problem. This is a verse that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down to us, reminding us of a major problem, and that problem is worrying many of us today, and that is the problem of envy. Envy is a dangerous behavior, and we need to stay away from it. Envy combined with jealousy is dangerous for you. It causes problems for your health and lead you to failure in the life we live now and when you meet Allah on the day of accountability. The Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam in the hadith narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu warned us seriously. Iyyakum bil hasad. Fa'inna al-hasada yakulu al-hasanat kama takulu narul hatab. Be careful with envy and jealousy. Jealousy is an advanced form of envy. You know that? Yes. They are very much related. They are sisters to one another. One strengthens the other. The Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said, be careful with it. Because envy, jealousy eats up your good deeds the same way fire eats up the wood. Yes, this is dangerous, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. And there are many of us today who are envious. What is envy? Wishing to have that which you do not have that another person has. Yes, stretching your throat and wishing to have that which Allah has given to somebody else that He did not give to you. And you have forgotten that what Allah has given to you, He has not given it to that person. Yes, this is the differential in life. This is what we call comparative advantage. What you have is not what I have. If only we could be content with what we have, we will save ourselves from a lot of problems. But most of the time, some of us wish that, oh, I wish I'm like that person. I wish I have that house. I wish I have that car. I wish my children are like this. And when that wish is not fulfilled, we become jealous. We take another step. How can I prevent this person from doing so? How can I destroy him? How can I take over what he has? But you have forgotten that you are not the one who give it to him. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who give it to him. You have forgotten that provisions of this world are by divine offer from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that does not make those people better than you. Neither can they prevent your own from reaching you when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says your own will come to you. There are some of us today who are having sleepless nights, high blood pressure, diabetes, and all kinds of problems. Why? Because they sit down thinking about what somebody else has that they don't have. They sit down thinking that they have been left behind. I know of a wife who left her husband simply because, according to her husband is not doing well like his brother. Why do you think both of them must do well at the same time? There are many wives who compare their husband with somebody else. Go and see your mate. Go and see your brother. Go and see your friend. What about you? My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, this is why we are bringing you this verse today. But this problem is not new to us. Even in the time of Musa alayhi salam, you remember a man known as Karun, Lanetullahi alayhi. Karun was a very rich person, but very arrogant and pompous. Allah says, Inna Karuna kana min qaumi Musa fabaga alayhi. وَآتَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْكُنُوزِ مَا إِنَّ مَفَاتِحَهُ لَتَنُوءُ بِالْعُصْبَةِ أُولِي الْقُوَّةِ Allahu Akbar Kabir. Karun was a person who lived in the time of Musa, and he was arrogant. But we gave him wealth, enormous wealth, uncountable wealth, wealth in precious metals, to the extent that the key to the safe of Karun requires about 70 people to lift up that key before they can open the safe to get to the wealth. That's to show you how much the wealth is. If the key by itself, made of gold and silver and platinum, needs 70 people to lift it up, imagine what Karun was having. That's why he was arrogant. But there were people of his time who were longing towards what he had. Oh, we wish we were like Karun. Ya letalana mislama utia Karun innahu lazu hazin. Oh, we wish we were like Karun. We wish we were like Karun. Karun has a very big portion on this planet. But they didn't know how Karun came into his wealth. They didn't know the sinfulness of Karun. They didn't know the plan Allah had to destroy the Karun. Lanatullahi alayh. But fakasafna bihi wa bidarin arad. وَمَا كَانَ لَهُم مِّن فِئَةٍ يَنصُرُونَهُ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُنتَصِرِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we caused the earth to swallow up Karun. And when we did, Karun and his wealth went underground. Neither could he help himself, nor those who were wishing to be like him were able to help him. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, let us be careful. Let us be careful in wishing to have that which another person has. You must bear in mind, Allah says, in anfadla biyadillahi yutihi man yasha. Allah is the owner of bounty. He grants to whoever he wants to grant. Yabsutu rizqan liman yasha wa yaqdir. Allah is the one who can also expand for whoever he has already provided for, and he has the power to take away or curtail from such person or from any other person. Yeah, Allah can grant you, and when he wants to grant you, he doesn't take permission from anybody. So don't feel upset that you are left out. No. Listen to Allah. Reach out to him. That's why we are bringing you this verse today. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَوْ بَسَطَ اللَّهُ رِزْقَ لِعِبَادِهِ لَبَغَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَكِنْ يُنَزِّلُ بِقَدَرٍ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. If Allah were to expand bounties for everybody, imagine if all of us were billionaires. Why would there be peace on this planet? Where will there be happiness? No, there will be too much corruption. There will be too much arrogance. That's why Allah brings about this principle of differentiation. What you have is not what I have. No, it doesn't follow that we must have equally. Let me give you a very beautiful explanation Allah gave to us in Surah Az-Zukhruf. The people of Makkah, Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam was an orphan, but he was made a prophet to deliver the message to them. What was their response? قالوا لولا نزل هذا القرآن على رجل من القريتين عظيم. Why did Allah not bring this Quran through one of the nobilities of Makkah or Taif, those two big cities? Why did he bring it through this orphan? That was their basis of rejection. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responded immediately. Ahum yaksimuna rahmata rabbik. Nahanu kasamuna bainahum ma'ishatahum fi hayati dunya. Wa rafa'na ba'dahum fawqa ba'din darajat. Liyatakhiza ba'duhum ba'dan sukhriya. Wa rahmatu rabbika khairun mimma yajma'un. Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, are they the one that apportions the bounties of Allah? Is it in their hands? Do they have access to the treasury of Allah? No. No. Allah says, we are the one that apportion for them. We divide for them. We gave them their limit. When it comes to their livelihood in this world, it's in our hand. We provide for them. And we give some people more than others. Why do we do that? So that others will be employers, the others will be employees. So that others will be employers, then some will be employees. Yes, that's the life of this world. The mercy of Allah is better for you than the materialism of this world. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, that's my message to you. Put your trust in Allah. Seek from Him. Don't be envious of what Allah has given to somebody else. And that's why we are bringing you verse 32 of Surah An-Nisa, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا تَتَمَنَّوْا مَا فَضَّلَ اللَّهُ بِهِ بَعْضَكُمْ عَلَىٰ بَعْضٍ لِلرِّجَالِ نَصِيبٌ مِّمَّا اكْتَسَبُوا وَلِلنِّسَاءِ نَصِيبٌ مِّمَّا اكْتَسَبْنَ وَاسْأَلُوا اللَّهَ مِن فَضْلِهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمًا. My dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا تَتَمَنَّوْا مَا فَضَّلَ اللَّهُ بِهِ بَعْضَكُمْ عَلَىٰ بَعْضٍ. Do not wish to have that which Allah has provided some that He didn't provide for you. No. Actually, لِرِجَالٍ نَصِيبٌ مِّمَّا اكْتَسَبُوا. Man is entitled to what he earns. وَلِلنِّسَاءِ نَصِيبٌ مِّمَّا اكْتَسَبْنَ. Woman is also entitled to what she earns. This is the ayah that allows women to also own property like men. Everyone has the right to earn whatever he can earn based on his own input or her input. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, look, instead of longing towards what somebody else has, ask Allah for His favor. Ask Allah to grant you. Allah is all knowing of all that happens. So my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, that's a good reminder for you. You want to save yourself from high blood pressure? You want to save yourself from sleeplessness? You want to save yourself from depression? You want to save yourself from unnecessary agony? Then save yourself from being envious, from longing towards what somebody else has. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَنْ يُكَاشُهَا نَفْسِهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Whoever can fight himself against covetousness or envy or jealousy or greed, that is the one who is going to be successful. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to count us among those who will be successful in this world and in the akhirah. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. الحمد لله.